Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. So today we are going to begin with the topic in the grammar, object and complement. Now, what do you understand by the word object? An object is a word or phrase in predicate that follows a full finite verb or verb phrase. It answers the question whom or what after the full finite verb or verb phrase. Now what do we understand by this meaning? Now students, in a sentence we have two parts. We have subject and we have predicate. Now predicate speaks or tells more about the subject. If we look at the given examples, I love flowers. Summon Tenali Raman at once. Now, when you look at this, I love flowers. I love what? I love flowers. Summon Tenali Rama at once. Whom we are calling? We are calling Tenali Raman. So, in the above sentences, the underlined words are objects. So, by this we understand it that given a particular sentence, I like to eat ice cream. I like to eat what? I like to eat an ice cream. I like to eat a pizza. So, it is answering what? And whenever the object is answering what and whom, it is object. Now, coming to the second part, the complement. The complement is a word or phrase in the predicate that follows a linking verb or a verb phrase whose sense seems incomplete. That means the complement gives you incomplete meaning or incomplete sense. Now what are the examples of the complements? Let's go through it. This is strange. She felt very dejected. It was difficult. Condition seems favorable. Now when you look at these underlined words, how it is very strange. She felt how? She felt very, very dejected, very sad. It was difficult. That means it is answering what? It is answering how. The condition seems favorable. That means we are describing about what it is, how. So some examples of linking verbs or verbs of incomplete predications are am, is, was, were, will be, shall be, would be, seems, appears. In sentences of incomplete predication, complements gives meaning to the sentence. Now what do you mean by this? That means that when we use this, then only it gives you the complete meaning. In a short form to understand is that the object, when you ask the verb, it will give you the answer about what and whom, and the rest, whatever the question form of are there, how, when, where, it is answered by the complement. As we do in the form of transitive and intransitive verbs, similarly it plays the similar role here. Now look at the example. He was a poor boy. The plants appear, we don't know how the plants appear, happy. Now in this sentence above, the words in the bracket are complements. That means the words when written in the bracket, when we write in the sentence, then only the sentence gets the complete sense. Otherwise it doesn't get a complete sense. So they are known as complements. So let us move to the next part. Now, here, till here we have understood about the complement and the object. Now, how to identify the difference? The main difference between the object and the complement in English grammar is that the object is what is affected to be to the action of the subject, while the complement is a part of the clause that usually follows the verb and adds more information about the subject or object. So that means what? The difference is that object is affected to the action of the subject. For example, I love what? I love flowers. In short also you can understand that the object will always answer the verb in the form of what and whom, whereas the complement will answer how, when, where, why. So it is crystal clear till here that the basic difference between the object and the complement, there is a demarcation. The object will always answer what and whom, and the complement will give you as how it is. So now children, it is the activity time. In activity, given here is what? Complete the following table. What you have to do? Like this only, you have to complete the following table. You have to draw it and then you have to complete. Now, life is a gift. Now, verb what is here is. Object. Now, why this given is a complement? Now, how a life can be gift? Now, here, life is a gift can be different for the different person. For example, somebody will be feeling blessed if they are healthy. Somebody will be feeling blessed if they are very beautiful. Somebody will be feeling blessed that life is a gift in the form that we are very rich. So for everybody, it will have a different meaning. So it is answering in a what form. It is not answering the what, but it is the form how we take it. So here it becomes a complement. Now he solved the problem. Now he is definitely the subject. Solved verb. Now he solved what? The verb is answering what? That means the problem. He has answered the problem. So it is the object. Not how did he solve the problem. If the sentence was he solved the problem easily, then it would have been very different manner. But here he solved the problem. So he solved verb, and what did he solve? The problem. So similarly, we have to what? We have to solve the given activity. Question number 1. So these are the examples. So similarly, you have to draw the column and then you have to write down what is verb here. You have to identify and write down in the columns what is verb, what is object, whether it is an object or whether it is a complement. As we had seen, life is a gift. So is a verb and gift is a complement. Then he solved the problem. Solved is a verb. And what did he solve? The problem. So it is object. So similarly, you have to solve all the 10 examples given below. Now in this question, you have to identify whether the underlined words are object or complement. Here I had already underlined. Now you have to just answer that whether the underlined words are object or complement. So children, this is the activity for you all. Hope you all have understood the topic very well. Thank you children. God bless you all.